Whoa, hello. You don't know who I am, but today we're going to go over all of our video game pickups for the month of October. And it was a pretty good month. And then also, in case you didn't stay around for our pickups at the end of everything we got from the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, that will be at the end of this video too. So it's kind of like a two-segment video. First will be our October pickups, and then will be the Portland Retro Video Game Expo pickups. Again, so if you've already seen that, then you can go ahead and just skip out after you see everything we got for October. So there's a lot here. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to start with this. This was a free find, so I went ahead and grabbed it because it has to do with the game. A game that I think is still available, but there's not very many people playing it because it was one of those games that had great expectations and then fell mighty short, and that is Anthem. So I got this pin set here of Anthem. I believe these pin sets have to do with the different chassis types or whatever types of the armor that you'd wear in the game. Let's roll into this. It's been a while since we've picked up some Switch games. At least I believe it's been a while. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. We got the Ace Attorney Investigation Collection that just released, but kind of forgot about it. Oh, and there we go. Right here. This is definitely a full calorie deal for the collection. This is good to add to the collection. So Ace Attorney. Go ahead and say it nice and loud. We'll pause so you can do it. Alright, now you said that. Go ahead and get this if you don't have it. And then at, where do we get these? Oh, we got these at Walmart. Because Walmart every now and then has these crazy clearance fire sales pretty much on their games. So anytime you go in, be sure to check. One of them definitely some empty calorie, but that's okay. Good way to fatten the collection. That is Hello Neighbor. I think I just have it digitally, but so there we go. Add this great one to the physical collection, and then here's our little empty calorie deal. But we've got the 2022 Little League World Series Baseball. These can be a lot of fun, especially when it's something like on the Switch where you can get some serious multiplayer action going on. And you're looking to just have a good time anyways. So you can do, yeah, up to 1 to 4 players. So whichever way you want to do it. Oh, whatever. It's good for the collection. Oh, we picked up a couple more Sega Master System games. That's always good. We've got Enduro Racer. Alright, the, what do we call this? The answer to Excite Bike, I believe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that yet. So well, maybe I should edit that out, but haven't played it. Looking at it here, it doesn't look like Excite Bike. It looks more like a different take on Paperboy. We at least have everything here. It's full meal. So we've got this to add to the collection, Enduro Racer. Still a decent case as well. That's always good. Oh, and then we picked up one more of the great games, and that is Great Soccer, the Mega cartridge. I believe that leaves us with Great Ice Hockey still left to get. And, well, maybe there's something else out there that I can't think about either, but it's a receipt. We'll look at that in just a minute. So, let's open this up. Great Ice Hockey. Great Soccer. And we've got the, and just so you see, we've got another poster, another Sega poster. Wonder if I could almost make a full wall of those Sega posters now. That's cool. And now here's one. I don't grab enough games for the Nintendo DS, and I need to. I need to keep grabbing more and more, but I was able to get one last month, and that was great, and that is Assassin's Creed 2. And I did not know that this was released on the DS, so this was cool to find. Here we go. Everything's here. And out of the Assassin's Creeds, I did really like 2. That was good. 2, and then well, Black Flag, right? That's everybody's favorite. That was so good. But there's the back. So yeah, like I said, really cool. I did not know this was a DS release, so this will be fun to discover and play and see what it's like. Ah, and then for the PlayStation 3, here's one that I've got digitally. Finally get to add physically, and that is Dragon's Dogma: Dark Arisen. Boom! And Dragon's Dogma just had what, the second one release for the new consoles, and oh, of course I'd love to play that, but man, gotta find some time. Gotta find some time to do that. But here we go. So this is awesome to get physically. Great ad. Great ad for the collection. Oh, and continuing with the PlayStation 3, I saw this collector's edition and had to get it. Even though I have the regular edition, here is Final Fantasy 13-2 collector's edition. And I had to have this once I saw it, for a very reasonable price. Boy, Final Fantasy 13. First off, Final Fantasy 13 is an awesome game, and I loved it when it first released, even though everybody else was really upset with it for no reason, just to be upset with it. It was a great game. 13-2 was excellent. This is a great game. There we go, cool. We got some nice little art here on the front and the back, if you can see that. We open it up, we've got all kinds of things and stuff falling out, so let's fix that. We open it up. There's some wonderful artwork here. Flip that open for the game disc. Some stuff. Concept art book here. There you go, just a quick idea what it is. And then in the back we've got 4 discs. 4 discs in the back here for the soundtrack. These inserts here. We've got the, oh great. Oh man, look at that. An actual PlayStation 3 manual. Oof, these were in rare form to find in your PS3. We still had a few games in the PS3 days that would give us manuals, but it was definitely starting to die out. And then, oh yeah, full color, just gorgeous. Look at this. Oh man. Instruction manuals are so great. Now you just don't get them unless you grab some crazy limited run deal or a collector's edition. Kind of like this. This is a soundtrack listing. It's a great set. It's a great set for a great game. Now, Final Fantasy 13-3, that's one we can have another discussion about. Hey, maybe, speaking of retrospectives, like I said for Anthem, maybe we need to do a retrospective for Final Fantasy 13, 1, 2, and 3. This is awesome. Glad I have this. Okay, so now we can move down to the PS2, but we will stick with the Final Fantasy theme because I finally saw for a great price and pulled the trigger on grabbing Final Fantasy 12 Collector's Edition Steelbook. Steel case. Look at that. It's beautiful. And oh my gosh. Talk about an amazing game. Final Fantasy 12 is so good. And let's get these in a zip. A little bit of a presentable deal here. There was probably a slipcover case for this, but it didn't have it, so I'll have to maybe look for that somewhere else. But yes, the steel case for Final Fantasy 12 with a bonus DVD here, which has some interviews, history of Final Fantasy, some art galleries, and some trailers. And then, PS2, PS3, let's just go with the PS4. I should have done these in some type of order. But we'll now go to PS4 for Final Fantasy. I guess this was the theme for October, and that was, whew, I finally got it. Because this was first released, it sold out instantly, and I think it was when it released for the Switch. But that is Final Fantasy 1 through 6 Pixel Remaster Collection. Yes, here we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oh, it's beautiful. And then, like I said, I believe it was originally released for the Switch like earlier this year or last year, and it sold out just almost instantly. And then it was, of course, an extraordinary price to pick up. So, physically at least, right? I think you'd still get it digitally pretty inexpensively. But then they just released it again for the PS4 and I think maybe the Xbox as well. But I'll show you what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling. Show what it looks like here on the inside. Simple, just the disc, which is great here. It looks good. And then we've got a little sticker sheet. So cool. That's great. But yes, it's all right. It'll be fun to see how they look as they're remastered. Which I think they look great. I've seen some of the gameplay and it looks awesome. Looks great. That's a good start. We've got more. Hold on. Okay, up next, let's show you something I found at a garage sale. One of the very last garage sales we'll probably see for a while as all the winter and fall weather really rolls in. We were able to pick up for free a new red PS4 controller. And yeah, it's in good condition. I mean, of course, I've cleaned it up since I brought it home, but they just had it sitting out there for free. I took the gamble, and it turns out it works just fine. It has held a charge for quite a while, and I've been using it on the PS4, so win-win. And then speaking of controllers, I did jump on this for the PS5 as soon as I saw it go up for sale, and I had to have it. And that is the Astrobot PS5 controller. I'll show you the back. Yeah, when they showed that this was coming up and they were going to sell this, I had to grab it. So here you go. Here is a look. This is a wonderful and beautiful controller. Very awesome to add to the collection. Look at the little guy in the back, the Astrobot right there. Just really cool. I'm gonna get some up close and personal deal. Yeah. Like I said, it was a no-brainer once they showed they were selling it, and I just like, yes, in the cart and purchase. Do it. It's gotta be mine. Goodwill. Goodwill recently has been very sparse of games, right? Other than a few sports games. But they have had plenty of strategy guides. And here are 4 more strategy guides I was able to pick up from Goodwill. First off, we've got Siphon Filter 2. Boy, oh boy. Remember Siphon Filter? And Siphon Filter 2 here from late 90s, turn of the century. Look at there we go. This is a good one. Here's a good picture. Here's some great. Look at those detailed characters. I mean, come on. 20 years ago, 24, 25 years ago, those were state-of-the-art, looking good. And ooh, we found a big, beautiful Prima guide for Mass Effect 3. Look at that. That chunky boy. Thanks, big. What was it? $3? $5? $5. Boy, now I gotta go through and play Mass Effect 3. I don't think I played 3. I think I played 2. Mass Effect 2, because that was the one that first came out on PS3, right? Was Mass Effect 2, and then they released Mass Effect 1, and then yeah, so I don't think I ever did play 3 here, so well, maybe I can now, since I have the strategy guide to really help me along my way. Oh, here's one I picked up just for nostalgia, and I know, well, as soon as you see, you'll know why. It's just, That's all it is. Nostalgia. And that is Destiny. It's great. It was great. Yep. You know, the only thing that is probably still correct within this is the name of the classes, the ability names, and probably, you know, names of the places and the different dungeons and instances that they had. Because everything else in Destiny has changed, right? As it all gets updated throughout the years, and you get new DLC and stuff that change things up. Oh yeah, all this stuff back here about the weapons, these are probably all wrong, but whatever. It's just fun to see this again and to go back. Nostalgia, bringing all kinds of nostalgia, great memories back. Playing Destiny for way too long, way too many hours. Ooh, and then the other big one I got was, I can't believe this. Whatever. People get rid of things for different reasons. I've gotten rid of things for different reasons, so it's okay. And this is the Fallout 4 Vault Dwellers Survival Guide. Another big one. Oh yeah, and that was the other cool thing. It still had the map. And we'll open this up in a moment to look at it. But I'll show you a couple of pages inside here. Fallout 4. I did start another replay of Fallout 4. Right? Yeah, when the series came out and stuff. The Amazon series came out. I was like, oh, it's good reason to start up Fallout 4 again. And, oh, look right here. You can get a dozen donuts for only $42. What a bargain. Now let's look at this. Oh, look at all that. And then, yeah. Yeah, this is crazy. This has got all the, it's also got all the points of interest that you need. Tells you where everything is. You see the map, point of interest, primary locations, secondary locations, underground links, blah, 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 threat levels for, to show you what experience is needed to find some enemies, because that's always a fun part of Fallout as you wander around the maps and then you find areas where you shouldn't be because you're very under level. That's awesome. Yeah, and so that was just sitting in there loose. And even at the Goodwill, still in there loose. And when you find something like that, that's fully complete at the Goodwill for just $5, you got to get it. Whew. And now, almost done. We got a couple packages to open. I believe I know what this one is. This one I don't remember. Let me get something to open this with. I'll be right back. Alright, first off we have a package from, I believe this is I Am 8-Bit. Don't think it's limited run. Let's, oh no, it's strictly limited. That's what there we go, strictly limited. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, perfect. Another strictly limited sticker, and this is, oh, Iron Meat. That's right, Iron Meat. And we've got a, whew, look at that, an Iron Meat postcard. There we go, Iron Meat. Let's see what else is in here. You know, as we were just complaining about instruction manuals not being present in games anymore, this feels a little hefty. Maybe there is something in here for us. But first off, here you go. Looking at it out here, and then looking at it back here. What do we? Old school run and gun action, multiplayer couch co-op, and over 30 unlockable skins. All right, I'm in. That's probably why I bought it. Sounds great. Oh, look at that. Oh. Beautiful. Now this is truly a full meal deal of gaming goodness. We've got the disc, we've got an actual instruction manual. You see just how glorious that is? Why can't we get these anymore in its color? A little bit of concept art. Here's some information about the game when you're playing it. See, now, this is what we need in all of our physical game releases, and for our PS5 and PS4 would have been awesome. Alright, so Iron Meat. Hooray! Now to give it a shot. Ooh, and then this, Ooh, okay, now this one. This, I know what this is, and, man, this almost needs a video for itself. But let's go ahead and open it here, and then we'll see if we decide to do anything additional from that. But this is from, right up there, from Atari. Okay. We all love Atari. Okay. And this guy. Yeah. Okay, this is my first one of these, as in this is my first Evercade device, and I got the Atari Super Pocket Edition. Yes, with 50 Atari classic games built in. Well, you know how I love my handhelds, and this will be my first handheld Atari console. So Super Pocket Evercade. Like I said, I don't have any Evercade stuff. I have not been big on emulation things, but when I saw this, and it was a great price, you can go out and grab it right now. I'm sure there's plenty available. Yeah, get it, get them. And lots of games. We've got some of the arcade games, 2600 games, 5200 games, 7800 games, and some Lynx games. All right, awesome. Some Atari Lynx games. Sweet. This is gonna be really cool. So maybe I need to, yes, break off for a separate video to do a opening of this so we can look at it and talk more about it. Oh, we'll see. We'll see if I can put something like that together. Bro. Oh, goodness. And there you have it. October was full of all kinds of stuff. And then on top of that, we had everything from the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, which was ridiculous, as you'll see right after this. So, quite a massive haul between these, between that and the month of October. So much to add to the collection, so much to help keep fattening it up and making it really just making it so awesome. And looking forward to trying to play so much of this. So many of these, they're just all over the place. They just won't stop. Oh, that's because I won't stop. Anyways, thank you for watching. Go ahead and stay for the other pickup if you missed it. And then, yes, enjoy that, and we'll catch you in the next video. All right. Here comes a bunch more stuff I found. All right, that's much better. Let's start off with the small, easy things. I was able to pick up a new Samus figure from Samus from Dread. So this is great. This one is out of the packaging, as you can see. So the one I still have is, is still all bundled up. So it's great to have another one of these, and you can never have enough. You can never have enough Metroid stuff. Well, I say that, but there were a few things that I didn't get while there at the show, because then it would have been too much, because I don't run out of room. Alright, well, let's get into some of these games here. I picked up some more stuff for the Game Boy Advance. These were great. These were super cheap in the $1 or $2 bin, just of almost giveaways. And when it comes to the Game Boy Advance now and the DS, of course, I love those handheld systems, but now it is also fun to go back and just get some of this crazy old Nintendo license or Disney license games and just see what those were like. So we start off with some Disney Monsters Inc. There we go, Monsters Inc. How silly. We roll up to another Disney, Ratatouille. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see how these turn out to be. Some of them are turn out to be surprisingly fun. Like I got a random Cars one year, and it was a fun little racing game. And then we've got this is from Hasbro, so that's even better, right? My Little Pony, and No, and then we've got a Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That's right. Take you right back there to the late 90s. Like I said, it's all going to be dumb fun. And then in that pile was also a DS game, and that was for some SpongeBob. Was it Surf and Skate? And SpongeBob games are always going to be a good time. And that's it, so never mind about that. Let's move on to the next deal. Rolling up, I got, let's get up to the Nintendo Entertainment System. I finally got myself a copy of Karnov. Oh, man, I used to, like all the ones I've been buying, as I tell you in my pickup videos, I used to rent this one a bunch, and Karnov always kicked my butt. But I'm glad to have it, glad to get back in the collection. And then I found the instruction booklet as well. So that's awesome. Glad to have 2/3 of it here. Now, if I could just find a decent old box to put them all in, that'd be cool. Cool to have almost a full meal for this guy. Oh, and speaking of full meals, I got a full meal for Friday the 13th here. This is not an original box. This is a reproduction box, but I was fine with that because whatever, it's just good to have it for storage right now. It was gross. I mean, just vendors out there, please remember to please clean these before you try and sell them, because this was disgusting. I mean, really, really gross. We grabbed another Transformers game. This is, what was this one again? What's it say down here? Oh, Revenge of the Fallen. And, you know, why not, right? Transformers. Gotta love them. Missing stuff on the inside, but it was so cheap that couldn't pass it up. You know what that's like. I know you do. A lot of Vita stuff out there I gotta get back into picking up as much as I can that I am missing. But I was able to grab Dungeon Hunter Alliance. And is that what that's called? Did I say that right? Yes. Dungeon Hunter Alliance. Yeah, I know this is one of the early release games for the Vita. You know, not very well scored, but that's all right. Anything for the Vita, it's good. I love the Vita so much. It's great stuff. I was able to pick some stuff up for the PSP. Right? We've got Kingdom of Paradise in a nasty case that has been well used and abused. Kind of, at this point, it's kind of fun to keep it like that to show the journey that it has taken throughout its lifetime. And we've got it all in here. PSP, a beautiful little machine as well. But then, rolling up, we got Monster Jam Urban Assault. Because, like so many other things, I say, monster trucks. You gotta love monster trucks. Giant and loud and crunching things. Yeah. Activision. Well, you know, there's a chance. There's a chance it might be alright. I'll give it a shot. And then, I was glad to do this. I did know it came out on PSP, but I guess I should have figured it did. And that is G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. I am a big G.I. Joe fan, of course. And so I love buying what I can to just have, and sometimes to also try and play. And now it's got lots of good stuff here. But yeah, Rise of Cobra. We've got this also on the PS3 and probably something else as well. But yeah, good times. And then PS4, picked up a few things. PS4 finally got Sonic Colors Ultimate. Sealed here. This is one with the little keychain. Includes the Baby Sonic keychain. So, wow. Either way, well, that's okay. Sonic Colors. One I looked at to getting when it first came out, but then for some reason forgot about it. And then when I saw it for a very reasonable price, I snagged it. Oh, and then we've got new Gundam Breaker. You break, build, battle. Sure, I'll do that. Sounds fun. Sounds fun to me. Give me Gundam. Give me some mechs. Give me mechs. Give me tanks. And I am a happy boy. That is great. Oh, and then, well, try as best as I can. Sometimes, you know, you do end up with duplicates, and I can't, well, I mean, I should, but sometimes you're in just such a rush, or you're finding so many good things at once while you're at one of these big conventions like this. You're just buying everything you're seeing, and you don't always check your database of games you have, you know, right? I use GameEye for everything, but anyways, I grabbed one that I didn't check on, and that was Dissidia NT for, yeah, the PS4 here. But this is a sealed copy, so there we go. I guess I'll keep this one here sealed because, right, the other one's already open. Why not? Then we got Persona 5 Strikers. What a great game. I mean, I haven't finished it yet because it's so freaking long, but it is a blast to play. It is fun every time you get in to play for another 10 or 20 hours. You get sucked in, you have a great time, and it's going to be great to try out the Strikers, see what this one's like. And finally for the PS4, we've got Wargroove, the Deluxe Edition. I don't know anything about this. That's why I grabbed it. It just looks interesting. It was also very inexpensive. And then we had everything inside here. So we got the little sticker page, a map, and the instruction manual, along with the disc. And that is wonderful. Looks like it could be a lot of fun. And that's why I grabbed it. Unknown, don't know anything about it. Those are always, sometimes those are sometimes those are the most fun ones to grab. The ones you have no idea about. They just look cool, and then you start them up and you find out that they are not just cool, they're great. Ooh, all right, we found a few for the Genesis. Also, I picked up X-Men. Yes, I would have loved for it to be a full meal deal, but it wasn't. It's all right. I will find a way to grab the menu at some point. But being a big ol' X-Men and Mutant fan, I grabbed it. Glad to add it to the collection here. And then we found a copy of Fantasia. And come on, Fantasia. It's going to be great. It's got to be great. Again, no instructions, but that's all right. I'll find those at some point. And then one which I really didn't pay attention to the cost, because once you see what's on the cover, you just have to buy it. And that is M1 Abrams Battle Tank. And my weakness for tanks and seeing a tank and buying a tank. See the tank game, buy the tank game. That's kind of the rule, right? Isn't that? I mean, that's the way you live. Buy, and that's how you hunt for games too, right? Anyways, it was a full meal. Simulator series. So, I'm in. Oh, and then two more things here before we get into all the Master System games, because like I said, we were looking for a bunch of Master System stuff, and we got a bunch. Now, this was my big Vita pickup for the convention. I've been looking at this game ever since it was released, just always waiting for the right price, and of course, it started to skyrocket for a while, and then it finally came back down, and that is Stranger of Sword City, the collector's edition here. So, Stranger of Sword City is still all sealed up, so maybe I need to do a little, that's a great idea, maybe I will do a little mini unboxing to see what all the goodies are inside here, and I cannot wait to see it and then to play it. Our last little item before we get to the Master System stuff was a Metroid tin. Yes. This was very inexpensive. It was all kinds of crazy prices throughout the convention at different places, and then I found one that was selling it for very little, so I grabbed it, and this is wonderful to add. Great to have the collection. I'll find somewhere to display it. Don't worry. Okay, now like we said at the beginning of this, when we first started, as we continue to look for all of the North American US released Sega Master System games, and I continued that series, I was able to pick up many that we needed here at the convention. Now, there were a lot that I didn't pick up, of course, because they weren't the full meal deals like I'm looking for, because I'm looking for the case, the game, and the manual. So here are the ones that I did find that I was able to grab for us. First one is Spellcaster. Oh man, this one looks really cool. Yeah, this one looks great, and that's a pretty good artwork. There's a fun little graphic there on front. I like it. And oh, that's right. This one, I'll show you a little bit on the inside. We even have the previous owner's codes written down, so that'll be good. I'll be able to use some of those. But here we go, Spellcaster, and it's still got the Sega poster in it as well. And there you go, right there. And then I've got pages, 4 pages of notes. Well, maybe that'll help me on my quest to become the ultimate spellcaster, or the only spellcaster, or the spellcaster, whatever the adventure is to be. Right. We'll worry about figuring that out in a little bit. Oh, okay. And hey, Shanghai. Shanghai, come on. Shanghai is a fun game. You remember playing this a lot on the on Windows. I know I did. Played it a lot there. Look at that inside. It's nice and clean. That's good. The box is a little bit beat up, but that's okay. There we go. Shanghai. Add that. Well, we found Maze Hunter 3D. Oh, there we go. Maze Hunter. A 3D cartridge. Requires the 3D glasses. So I've got I think this is my second 3D game. So we're going to have to grab and find those 3D goggles. Or 3D goggles. Those 3D glasses sometime to give it a shot. And see how it works out. Oh, and then one you see everywhere, but like I said, now is the time to go ahead and grab it. We're going to grab another ones. That is Monopoly. Although I usually don't see cases this clean, so this is fun to see. Very clean, very good case. And well, let me see. Let me show you something here inside. Looking for Monopoly, there are 2 variations to the actual cart, and this is the one that I wanted, so I'm glad that this was in it. So let me first show you this full meal deal inside, and then go ahead and look at that cart right there. See that? Yeah, it's got to be a little bit of a typo, because that's Monopoly. And then you can find another cart that has Monopoly spelled correctly with a lowercase p. Now that one I can now just grab, and I will just grab that as a loose cart to add to the collection, so I can have that too, because hey, it's fun. Then we've got, oh, this is a very clean box. Wonderful. World Grand Prix. Very clean. Looks great. You know this is gonna be fast. The game's gonna be fast. Look at the checkers flying off the checkered flag. Yeah, gonna be fast. Inside is beautiful as well. You see, real clean and crisp. All just wonderful full meal deals. Really fattening up the collection. We've got Great Golf. Not the greatest box. The plastic is all a little bit chewed up here on the edge. But here we go. Great Golf. few more of the great titles left for the sports, for the Master System I still need to pick up. But this brings another one closer. Great Golf. Another one closer for all of the great games. And then we grab parlor games. And we'll see how fun this is. This is family fun. And oh, look at that. We got another what do you call it? Another Sega poster in here. But parlor games. So, yeah. You know, still grabbing some of the I'm still just grabbing Master System games that we don't have yet, that are full, complete meals. I've got everything in them, and that have pretty good cases, so everything's looking really good. Yes. And there you have it. There was the big haul. Everything we could find at Portland Retro Gaming Expo for this year. It was wonderful. 3 days of goodness. It was great seeing all kinds of people. I know I saw some of you there. And now I need to hear from you guys. What did you pick up from the Retro Gaming Show? Or what was your best find? Or what did you see that was unexpected? I know I saw a lot of things that I wanted to grab, but I didn't. But that's okay, because that's the way it goes. And sometimes in these, if you snooze, you lose. And I know, and I decided that I should finally get that item. I went back towards where it was at, and it was gone. And that's okay. I'll pick it up next time, I'm sure. Gosh, another great time, another great year, all kinds of goodness, as you saw. And, whew, well, thank you for making it through this video. However long it took you, I'm glad you stuck around, because it was well worth it. So yes, thank you again for watching. We'll catch you in the next video, and as always, game on.